Good morning everyone. Today we will discuss about the PN diode, its formation and characteristics of PN diode. Okay, we will start with PN diode first. We have done the P-type semiconductor and N-type semiconductor. When a P-type semiconductor is combined with N-type semiconductor, then a PN diode is formed. Okay, like suppose you are taking a P-type semiconductor here. Now in P-type semiconductor, what all is present? In P-type semiconductor, you know majority charge carriers are holes. So holes are present. So I am drawing here number of holes. If there are holes, then along with holes there are negative ions also. Negative ions are also present. Like you add the impurity atom, for example aluminium, so negative ions are also present. They are not present with all the holes. Only with few holes they are present, and for others there are like some minority charge carriers, electrons are also there. So this is a P-type semiconductor. Majority charge carriers are holes. These negative things are acceptor ions, and these dots, they represent the electrons, which are minority charge carriers in P-type semiconductor. Similarly, on the other side, there is N-type semiconductor, in which majority charge carriers are electrons. Along with electrons, there are positive ions called donor atoms, donor ions. And then there are few holes also present in N-type semiconductor, that is minority charge carriers. So when a P-type and N-type semiconductor that is combined, we don't have to fix it with the help of Fevicol. There are certain methods. You will take a pure semiconductor and just incident trivalent impurity, dope it with trivalent impurity from one side and pentavalent impurity from other side, and the result becomes a PN diode. Now why is it called diode? Because it is having two terminals, one on the P side and one on the N side. So 2 means di means 2. So it is having two terminals. That is why it is called a diode. This is PN junction also, because here is a junction, or it is PN diode also. Okay, after that, now like when there is trivalent impurity, there is pentavalent impurity. Now how like PN diode is formed further? Now here holes are majority charge carriers. Here on the N side, holes are the minority charge carriers. Similarly, electrons are in majority here, electrons are in minority here at the P type. Now they start diffusing to each other. The process of diffusion is there from the high concentration to the low concentration. Means यहाँ से hole move करेंगे towards the N side, and from here electrons will move towards the P side. So that movement will start. Why that movement will start? Because of diffusion. Diffusion means in which they will flow from the place where their concentration is high to the place where their concentration is low. So diffusion starts. But while diffusing from one to other, what happened? Like holes can cross the junction. Holes are diffusing. Like some of the holes, suppose from P to N side, they are going from here to here. Hole can cross the junction, but the ions associated with the holes, the negative ions, they cannot cross the junction. They will start collecting near the junction. See these negative ions. Some of the holes may cross it, but these ions, negative ions corresponding to that holes will start collecting over here. Similarly, some of the electrons, they may cross the junction, but the positive ions, they will start collecting near the junction. Now what is happening? See, there is positive charge on the holes, and here are the positive ions. So positive will repel, means it will repel further movement of holes from P to N. Similarly, electrons are having negative charge, then here is a negative layer of ions. So negative repel, they will like oppose the flow of electrons from N side to P side. So this layer of negative and positive ions formed across the junction, this is called depletion layer. So this layer is called depletion layer. Why is it called depletion layer? It is depleting from any kind of charges. Neither holes are present here, neither electrons are present here. The charges which carry current, that they are not present here, there are only ions. So it is depleted from the carriers of current. So that is why it is called depletion layer. Okay, so this is your depletion layer, or this is also called, another name for this is space charge region. Now once this depletion layer is formed, so you can see here there is like a kind of fictitious potential barrier. Like negative of the battery is here, positive you can take here. This is fictitious potential barrier. Actually there is no battery connected here, but it will act like the negative terminal of battery and positive terminal of battery, which is further opposing their flow. Now when this situation happens, then your diode is formed completely, because now there is no movement of majority or minority charge carriers from one another without battery. Okay, so this is just a normal p-n junction in which a p-type semiconductor on one side, n-type on other side, and there in the center there is a depletion layer. Clear? This is p-n junction. When nothing is connected across the junction, this is unbiased, means you have not connected any battery across it. Next is how can we bias it, means biasing of p-n junction. It can be by two methods. Biasing means by how can we connect the battery to this biasing of p-n junction. So that can be done by two ways. One is your forward biasing, and another one is your reverse biasing. Okay, now every time you don't have to draw this much diagram for drawing a p-n diode. You can use a simple symbol. What is the symbol for a p-n diode? Like for a p-n diode, this is the symbol, an arrow and a straight line. This arrow represent p side and this straight line represent n side. Okay, this is your p-n diode. These are the two terminals. This represent p-type semiconductor, this represent n-type semiconductor. Now what is done in forward biasing? Now these are the this one is your experiment also to study the characteristics of p-n diode in forward biasing and reverse biasing. So that experiment also I will explain along with. Now during forward biasing, what happened? First I will draw the circuit diagram here. During forward biasing, when the positive of the battery is connected to p side and negative of the battery is connected to n side, then the diode is said to be in forward biasing. Now this is forward biasing. Positive of the battery, external battery which you are connecting, that is connecting to the p side, connected to the p side, and negative terminal of the battery is connected to n side. So this is your forward biasing. And in reverse biasing, it is exactly opposite. When negative of the battery is connected to p side and positive of the battery is connected to n side. This is your reverse biasing of the diode. What happened during forward and reverse biasing actually? So during forward biasing, when positive of the battery is connected, now I am drawing here the diagram again to explain what happened during forward biasing and reverse biasing. Now let us see what will happen here. So this is p side, this is n side, this is connected to positive of the battery, this one is connected to negative of the battery. Now here holes are the majority charge carriers. Now I will not show the ions. Here electrons are the majority charge carriers. Here electrons are minority. So here holes are minority. Okay, on n side. So this is the basic thing. In between there is a depletion layer. So this is your depletion layer. Now what happened when positive of the battery is connected here? Positive will repel which charge carriers? Holes or electrons? Positive. So positive will repel positive. So it will repel holes. And from here, negative will repel electrons. Means plus positive of the battery will force the electron to cross this barrier potential, fictitious potential barrier here. Depletion layer ने क्या कर रहा था? It has to be oppose. But यहाँ पे जब when you have connected positive of the battery, it will give energy for the holes to cross this barrier, to cross this depletion layer. So it will let the holes to move from here to here, and of course negative of the battery will repel the electron to cross this depletion layer. So holes and electrons, they will start moving, and hence current will start flowing in here, because current is due to movement of electrons or holes. Because now external battery, if I draw here the fictitious battery which was here, like negative is here, positive is here, because here all negative ions. Okay, here all positive ions. So this external battery is opposite to your fictitious battery. So what is happening here, you can say the thickness of depletion layer is decreasing. That is why they can easily cross this layer. So when hole comes over here, what happened, maybe it get neutralized with an electron and hence current is generated. They can get collected over here. The process keeps on going, like hole is moving from here to here. It will get combined with an electron, and when electron is coming from here to here through the wires, it is going back again. So this procedure is repeated again and again. So here in PN diode, like your current is flowing due to majority charge carriers, holes, and here due to electrons. So whatever majority charge carriers in P-type, they cause the current in P-type, and in N-type majority charge carriers are electrons, so current is due to electrons. So this is what happened in a PN diode. Okay, so like if I'll draw here the full diagram, this is the diagram. Outside the semiconductor, only electron can move in the wire. Hole cannot move here because this is a metal wire. So there cannot be a hole. Hole just combined with the electron over here. Okay, it is getting combined with the electron over here. And then from the battery, again, when one hole consumes one electron, so here negative electrons are again supplied by the battery. And those electrons are actually coming from here only. This electron goes over here, and then from here it can go to the battery. So this process is repeated, and hence in a PN diode the current is due to majority charge carriers. Because here majority charge carriers actually move. So what happened? Current is due to majority charge carriers. I is due to majority charge carriers. And second thing, depletion layer decreases. Thickness of depletion layer decreases. So this is about your forward biasing. Now in forward biasing, when you draw it on the graph, now what has happened on graph, like suppose there is voltage, forward voltage, there is forward current. So initially when you increase the voltage, increase in current is very small. Reason being, because this is the barrier is here. Like suppose the barrier potential is 0.7. Okay. Then you are applying the battery. When it is 0 volt, it will give you no current because majority charge carriers cannot move. When you start increasing the voltage, some few majority charge carriers can cross the barrier. Okay, so up till this particular voltage, the current is low. After that, it is directly proportional to your voltage. As you increase the voltage, current will also increase. So this voltage up to which the current is not increasing almost linearly, this voltage is called knee voltage. So actually it is the barrier voltage, knee voltage. Till the voltage, external voltage is equal to knee voltage, the current is very, very small, and after that it almost start increasing linearly. So this graph between V and I, this is called forward characteristics of your PN diode. So when you will get the apparatus in a box only, you have to just do the connections. You have to connect positive of the battery with P side and negative of the battery with the N side. And then you have to start with your calculation. There will be built-in rheostat in that. You have to just rotate that knob and note down the readings of V and I. So these are the forward characteristics of PN diode. How to do reverse characteristics means what happened in reverse characteristics. So in reverse characteristics, it is like negative is connected here, suppose positive is connected here. Now this is the barrier potential, and here also it is negative and positive. Now see, external battery also favors the potential barrier. Means if there are holes, majority charge carriers, electrons are minority, this is P side, electrons are majority charge carriers, and holes are minority towards N side. Now here negative is there. So what will negative do? Negative will attract the holes towards itself. And here positive is there, positive will attract the electrons. Means ये majority charge carriers को attract करेंगे. So how will majority charge carriers cross the barrier? They cannot cross because they are getting attracted in opposite direction. So there will be no current at all. But there are certain minority charge carriers like electrons here. So this negative will repel the electrons and this positive will repel the minority charge carriers, that is holes, from n side towards each other. So they can cross, means current is due to minority charge carriers, and that current is very, very weak. So if you want to draw it on the graph, like on the same graph in the reverse direction, when we apply voltage in reverse direction, current is also in opposite direction, reverse direction. So initially the current is very, very, very small, like this, very small. But after a particular voltage, the current increases suddenly. This increase in suddenly at this point, that voltage is called breakdown voltage. This voltage at which the current increases suddenly, that voltage is called breakdown voltage. What happened at breakdown voltage? Number of covalent bond break here. Number of covalent bonds break. When number of covalent bond breaks, then holes and electrons become free. Holes भी हो जाएंगे बहुत सारे, electrons भी हो जाएंगे n type में. So negative will repel the electrons here. So lots of current in the circuit because of these electrons only. Because यहाँ पे बहुत सारे covalent bond break हो गए, holes भी बहुत सारे generate हो गए, as well as electrons. So electrons get repelled by the negative terminal of the battery, so they will start moving and a large amount of current is there. So this is your means reverse characteristics of PN diode. This is forward, the graph between forward voltage and forward current, and these are the reverse characteristics, that is the graph between reverse voltage and reverse current. And the voltage at which the current increases suddenly, that is called, in reverse biasing, the current increases suddenly, that voltage is called breakdown voltage. So this is all about forward and reverse biasing of PN diode. So in forward biasing, it conduct, for an ideal diode we can say in forward biasing it will conduct, and ideal diode in reverse biasing will not conduct at all. So it can act like a switch, on and off. Forward biasing means on, reverse biasing means off. So this is all about your PN diode and its characteristics. In our next class, I will show you the apparatus, how to do the connections, and then how can you perform the experiments. So this is all for today. Thank you everyone.